Hello, I'm Dr. Tsoi, the acupuncturist and the herbalist, of course, the artist. Today, I'm still going to use my imagination to create a God. So first, of course, I'm going to tie it up. So you may ask, why you're going to tie it up? Yeah, because you not see, so it's much more closer to God. So it's easier for me to use my imagination. So that's why how to create art. Of course, then I use 5 elements of color. And of course, I don't know which one I use. And create art. Okay. So one. So we need 5 elements of color right now. And 40. Number 2. Okay, number 3. Okay. Okay, we use the 5 main elements of colors. See how they look. Yeah. Okay, the artwork created. Oh, it's pretty interesting, believe it or not. So, this the artwork. I use the 5 elements of color and create this god. And of course, you may say that, hey, that's not the god I expected. So that's okay. And because everybody have their own way to think about God. I push a little bit more because it's not only just use my imagination, because I'm controlling. I'm controlling, that is different steps. That is belong to yin. So I want to have as much yin as possible to create this art. And yin and yang, so yang is belong to heat, hot, fast, and man. And of course, those things is not as spiritual. So yin's spiritual things is more belong to yin. So that's the cold, fast. You cannot see it, you cannot hear it, and you cannot smell it. And it's more spiritual with God. So that's why I create, make sure I cannot see the process. And of course, the surprise, yes, that's unbelievable. I know sometimes not necessary the surprise you want, and but that's more interesting. So the artwork, so the surprise, so make you feel very good. So this work, you can see they do have a lot of course, when you use your imagination, you can think about maybe they have a head, they maybe have eyes, maybe God have a hair, or God's just look like somebody and could be anything. But that's why you have to make sure you feel something. Use your imagination. So the most two very important things to create art, and it's not really copy. If you're going to copy, of course, you may say that, hey, you use your imagination, probably still copy what you see. So that's I understand, but that's go a little bit far from, copy very realistically, or and try to get from your memory to copy what you know, what you imagine. So that's a little far apart. So of course you cannot complete to with yin, say just like dead people, and when they're dead, this is completely belong to yin. So that's obviously I'm alive. I create arts is more related. Still have a lot of yang in there, and but I try to close to God to have more yin, but not means if you want to create God, you have to complete the dead. If you complete the dead, obviously, if I'm dead, I cannot create art. So creativities so more belong to yang, and imagination so more belong to yin. So that's the other things. Always have yin and yang, and creativity is so important, and imagination is very important. So sometimes they go together, but sometimes they're a little separate. Some paintings have more imagination or imagination than other paintings, and some paintings have more creativities and movements or something different color. They always have yin and yang. So that's why I see with the arts, from my understanding is, so for this painting, I want to create belong to, try to create God. So I try to get more yin. And of course, I use the 5 elements of color. So I repeat again. So the 5 elements of color: red is good for the heart, and the blue is good for the liver, and black is good for the kidney, and the white is good for the lungs, and the yellow is good for the digestion system. And so that's why it's a very important color, movement, line. You have your own purpose, and of course, at different time, different days. Just recently, I just like to create God and try to get more closer to God. So that's why I use this way to create. And if you have more questions, and you can email to me, and we can talk about. Of course, you may not necessarily like the way I do, but that's okay, because to create arts, you have so many different ways, and that's the beauty about it. And also, so have different people and create different arts. So that's why I highly respect for the artists who do their things themselves and create something new. Of course, the beginning, you want to copy somebody, copy Picasso, Malay, or copy the master, or copy your teacher, or copy the poster, or copy Disney character, something like that. And, right now, copies become very popular. You can see pop art here, pop art, it's a copy. So that's okay. So when you're in the process, but so the creativity maybe have some there, but maybe not have that much. So I really respect the people use more creativities and imagination. So that's why I see these paintings I create is more try to get more imagination. Of course, I do have creativities. And this size of paintings are 8 by 8, and I use the oil paints. And the other thing is I need to do some acupuncture for this painting. I just don't want to forget. So because of acupuncture, and that's my profession, of course, so they make the paintings become very interesting. So that's why I do this, and hopefully we have enough time here. We're going to run out of time soon. And that's the other needle. So the third one. Okay, I use 3. So usually the number 1 is with Chinese philosophy, that's the sky. Number 2 is the earth. Number 3 is the person or the Taoism. Did you see the needles? Yeah, I think so. You probably can see right now. Okay, so thank you for watching. So that's my painting. I'm Dr. Tsoi. If you want to interest in my work, let me know. Thank you.